So October 6th and the week that everything changed. So Cornel West, Dr. Cornel West, excuse me, was the guest on October the 6th. So his episode was supposed to be, or it was basically the episode that went live around the time of the October 7th anniversary. So, you know, and I met him at this thing called ArabCon in Michigan or something like that. He invited him onto the podcast. You know, he talks so highly of this man's wife and of Dr. Cornel West. So for me, again, I'm gung ho because this man is a legend in my community. I've known his work and his name since I was a little boy. So, you know, for me, it was incredible opportunity. So on that episode, though, and that's again another pin in the ground, another stake in the ground. On that episode, Ed asked Dr. West to respond to something that Jill Stein said on her episode. Now, this was very intentional because on the episode with Jill Stein, Ed asked Jill if she would be interested in like a ticket with Cornel West. Cool. Now, of course, as a producer, I'm going to tell Ed, yo, make sure that you give him the opportunity to respond because Cornel West at this time is still also a presidential candidate. So give him an opportunity to respond to what another presidential candidate said of him. And she said some things. I'm going to let y'all go and check it out, but she said some things. So what? So shout out to Q. So what? The clip was really funny. Let me just start and just say this. Dr. Cornel West gave an incredibly in-depth response as to why he was not running with the Green Party. He talked about the Green Party just not aligning with his goals, not aligning with him as a person and who he was structurally, not aligning and disrespecting his wife. So he was not interested in running with the Green Party at all, actually, and actually had announced that, I want to say, in like 2023, which is how Jill Stein even came into the picture to begin with. But he did hear that Jill Stein had been essentially like saying, yeah, I would do a unity ticket with Cornel West. But of course, like as you can imagine, she's not thinking, oh, I'm gonna do the unity ticket and I'm going to be second in command. I'm gonna be our vice president. No, she wanted to be president. She wanted to be president. And she wanted to have Cornel West as vice president. So, Yang, this clip right here basically turned this partnership that was still kind of like budding and doing well to it's turned it sour. Like it turned it sour. Let me get a little closer because I want y'all to really hear it because it was actually pretty funny.
The idea that somehow I would leave her and get on Jill Stein's ticket and be her VP. Oh my God, get off the crack like my dear sister jail.
Get off the crack like my dear sister jail. Like y'all, when I heard that, I lost it. Lost it. Let me play it one more time for y'all because I don't know if people ain't hear it. People jumping into the live late. Let's talk about
the idea that somehow I would leave her and get on Jill Stein's ticket and be her VP. Oh my God, get off the crack like my dear sister jail. It's a great party.
Now, if y'all noticed, Ed was laughing. Ed laughed at that. Okay, let's talk about it. Ed laughed at it. So, the day after this episode went out, I'm like now editing the episode because he wanted that episode to also go out within the same week, since he had mentioned a lot about October 7th. So I'm like editing through it or whatever, and I send him the clip. Y'all, I literally sent him the clip of this happening. And Ed literally said to me, I was so close to making that a clip. Now let's talk about some context. So how this will work is I would give Ed the drafted version of his episode, the raw draft of it. Ed would go listen through the episode and remove things, or just like give me notes as to what he wants to be clips and what he wants removed. One, Ed never said, I want that clip taken out. Never, ever, 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 ever. Never ever said he wanted that clip taken out, which is fine by me because the entire time that I've been doing this show, like, I'm accustomed to like cutting and trimming episodes or whatever, but he wanted people's episodes to come out essentially like record the tape. You know, like he didn't want it to seem like overly edited because he wanted people's full opinion up front, you know, and data shows that Palestinian voices, when you look at like the New York Times or, you know, any of those popular places, a lot of their voices are just not there, quite frank. Like they'll bring on somebody else to talk about Palestinian voices. So in any event, whatever, and literally went to me, he was like, oh yeah, I almost made that into a clip myself, whatever, because it was a good ass clip. It was a good clip. Anyway, so Saturday now, well, Thursday, I gave him the rundown of like how every clip would go. Cause again, I'm now posting 7 clips still now. This is October. I'm posting 7 clips again. Anyway, Ed turns around and says, well, I told him I'm making a clip or whatever. He didn't say anything. Well, actually, you know what? I don't even want to paraphrase. We got the WhatsApp right here, y'all. We got the WhatsApp right here. We got the WhatsApp right here. So I was telling him about the clip. The clip was incredibly funny. Ed is telling me that he, you know, does want me to like end up posting this clip or whatever, but he's not sure how people are going to respond. And he's not sure if he wants me to further like inflame like potentially relations between those two organizations. But again, never saying, hey, Wise, I want you to take it out. Let's look at the clip. Let's look at it right here, y'all. Again, like I know this is might not be flipped for y'all. So I'm gonna read it, but I just wanted to like show y'all what this says. So it says, Ed, oh, I was so close to making that a clip, but it puts me in a tough spot. The truth is, if he was on a party, any party, he'd get my vote. That's what he said. That's what he said. Cool. So in any event, whatever, like I said, I'm working through, I gave him the breakdown of how all the clips will come out. And Saturday, it was Concealing the Funk. So with that being said, he came back to me on that Thursday and he said, low key, how bad do you want to make a clip about the crack joke he made? Okay, the gray is him, just for context, y'all. That's what he said. I said extremely. It'll be his full response to Jill's question. I won't just share the punchline because I wasn't just trying to make it funny. It was a very full clip. He basically said what he had to say about Jill, and it was like, yo, and about the Green Party and like that, whatever. He's like, yo, why would I do that when I have my amazing VP already? I'm not leaving my VP to join which of your party as a vice president? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Cool. So with that being said, Saturday now, again, I'm communicating with him this whole time. Saturday, I told him that Jill Stein clip will be going up only on YouTube because it's so long. I wanted to give the full 5 minutes and 48 seconds or whatever. So I sent the clip for him to see it. And he says, yeah, don't get mad at me, but I wouldn't post it at all. I got some feedback that it pissed people off, and I don't want to appear that we are stoking the flame to create drama. He said what he said, but I want to protect him from feeling like we are doubling down. He then called me afterwards and was like, yo, Wise, like, you know, I don't want to share that clip on the page. I feel like, you know, again, like basically just reiterated what he said. I said, no problem. So I literally just did not. I chose a different clip or whatever, because again, like I made more than 7 clips, like I always do. So I ended up deleting that clip or whatever and not posting it. And then I went on my own personal page, and I grabbed the clip from YouTube, from the publicly derived episode, and clipped that onto my own personal YouTube and posted that. Then I also grabbed the same clip, that audio of that file, the original one that I downloaded it, and I posted that to my personal page. Now, again, I pulled this from a publicly derived episode, okay? A episode, if you all go right now, and I'm actually going to sit down while we're here, because I got all the damn time in the world, I'm going to sit down and go through it on the YouTube right now. I'm going to play it for y'all. Because for whatever reason, this man has been harassing me for something that is literally online for anyone to go and find on their own.